Well, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening, everyone in Corgi land. Yes. Ingo, hello.
Ingo, hello.
We should say that in German, really, shouldn't we?
What is hello in German? Ingo, guten Tag.
Yeah, well, that will do.
Guten Tag, yeah.
Good. And Colin, hello, Colin. How are you?
Hello, Colin. You all right, mate?
Yes. And Paul Griffin.
Paul.
We have been conversing often and long because there are many songs that have been winging his way.
Yes.
Yes. So that's all very good. And today, what are we talking about today?
Today, we are talking about a song what Al and I wrote a long time ago now, before the Korgis got going, really.
Yeah.
A song called Long Way Down.
That's before James Warren and Friends even.
It was.
Yeah. It was. There we are. So, I think we should spin the record and refresh everyone on what it's like.
Let's do that.
And also, we can tell them what's coming up on the show. Yeah. We can look at it ourselves and then we'll know. There we go. Up on screen.
Me boy, there's someone you should meet. Come around, we'll have ourselves some beers. There she was, as cool as ice. She knocked me off my feet. I hadn't felt so hypnotized in years. She didn't need to say too much, but man, she was bad. I raised my glass and lost my head. So here's to thing I never had. She built me up from zero. She said I was a hero. I flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, I prayed for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way down. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. Maybe I was too in love, and maybe love is blind. But when she smiled, I knew that I was lost. It seemed so easy to pretend when the morning looked so bright, to live the dream and never count the cost. We laughed and loved and planned how we would share everything. But then she turned up with my friend one day and said, I gotta go now, but thank you for everything. She built me up from zero. She said I was a hero. We flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, I pray for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way down. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. If I had my chance again, it would all turn out the same. Although she left me done for dead, I must confess I'd do it all again. She built me up from zero. She said I was her hero. I flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, free for an easy
'cause it's a long way. She built me up from zero, said I was a hero. Now it's a long way. Lord knows from where I'm standing. I pray for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way. I'm sick and tired of your double dealing. You're rocking and you're reeling. It's a long way down. It's a long way down. It's a long way down.
There we are, long way down. It was a long time ago.
It was.
Wasn't it?
Ages ago.
Well, I looked it up. I looked it up on the lyric sheet.
Yeah.
And it was 2015 we started that
10
song.
years ago.
Yeah.
Phew.
God, good job we don't look a day older.
I know. It's amazing, isn't it? It's amazing.
In it. So before we start to talk about Long Way Down and how long ago that was and what else we were doing at the time, should we tell them what we're doing today? What we've been doing today?
Today, we've been remixing a song called Coffee in New York, which is, as I'm sure you'll all know, is on the Ununited Nations Red album.
We're both as sure as each other.
Why are we remixing it? Because it's for this American record label what is going to release those two Ununited Nations albums. And
No, they're not.
No, they're not.
No, that's Japan. That is Japan.
That is
have already
Japan.
Released the Ununited Nations album.
They have, yeah.
They have. No, this is for an American album called Coffee in New York, which was brokered by Joe Matera. And it's mainly a Korgis album, but there's a couple of my songs on it. There's a couple of Joe's songs on it. But it's going to be called Coffee in New York. And we thought, well, because it's called Coffee in New York, maybe we should do what we always said we were going to do, which was put some strings on it.
That's right, which we did.
And I think I played a really rough version of it a couple of weeks ago. But we now have what is perhaps the final master.
I would think so. Yeah.
Would you like to hear it? Would you like to hear some?
I would, yes.
Let's play some of it for the
Let's
boys
do
and
that.
girls. Here we go. I'm going to turn the mic off because no one else
Okay.
can turn over the top of it. But here we go. This is Coffee in New York.
Why don't we meet up? Coffee in New York.
You don't know me, you don't know me anything, but still I'd like to get to know you. If someone told me that I'd be on these streets again, after all, the painless town has closed me. Here in the square, when you were there, I was half a world away. Now it appears we are here on the very same day. So why don't we meet up for coffee in New York? In the springtime could be the right time with a million stars above. Why don't we meet up for coffee in New York? On the final page, I sign my name. And one more thing, why don't we fall in love? Every writer breathes their characters to life. The only dream they get the chance to meet up. In your words, you just holding tight to this New York night. Repeat the same old rhyme. If only I knew it would be you calling out through town singing, why don't we meet at coffee in New York? In the springtime could be the right time with a million stars above. Why don't we meet at coffee in New York? On the final page, I sign my name. One more thing, why don't we fall in love?
So, I'm not sure if everyone's experiencing some problems. We have got a little error message here saying the video bandwidth is too high or something like that. I'm a bit afraid if we turn it off and turn it back on, we might never come back on.
Yeah.
Ingo, you reckon it's good where you are? Michael, you saying it has cut out. Let me know if it's come back in. Yeah, let me know anyone if it's come back in. Oh, what have we got? I will try to restart it. Yeah, maybe that's the best thing, Michael. Maybe that's the best thing. See how that goes.
Yeah.
Hopefully it will be okay from here on in. We shall see. We shall see. And, well, we'll just assume that everyone else there is good. That might be not a particularly good thing to assume.
Angel is saying no problems here.
Oh, okay. Just problems in Australia.
Yeah, Australia.
That's a problem with being 8,000 miles away, I reckon.
Isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. We're pedaling as fast as we can. So, well, I've got down in there, what were we doing way back in 2015?
Oh.
Well, yeah. It was an awful long time ago. It was just, yeah. I don't think I'd seen you for a good, it was probably 15 years.
Yeah.
Somewhere I've been.
Easily, yeah.
I saw you a little bit later on in the 90s, maybe 96 or 97 or something like that. Yeah, it was a good while after that.
It was, wasn't it?
Well, and our quiz question this week is a little bit about those good old times. So let me just get that quiz question up on screen.
Yeah.
Just make this as big as we can.
There we are.
So I'll come to that in a second. We're not on screen at the moment. We're still on us. Prize. We are struggling for prizes. But if anyone wins the competition that hasn't got Putin and Trump, the musical, the script and DVD,
they will get
script and DVD.
They will get flights to Australia paid by Al Steele.
And they're all
expenses
as well. And they're all going to stay at Michael's place in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Putin and Trump the musical. But if you have got that, I'll tell you what, we're just about to arrive is a new batch of Cartoon World t-shirts, of which there's some more black ones. The design is very slightly different. But also we have cream ones if anyone's interested in one of them. But you've got to win the competition. Got to win the competition before you get
you've got to.
Nothing for free here.
That's
nothing
right.
For free.
Yeah.
So let's go up on screen, shall we?
Let's do that.
So up on screen. Long way down. Well, you can read it. Can you read this?
I can read it.
Okay.
Long way down is pre-Korgis. Name all the songs that Al and James worked on together in 2015 to 2016. Points deducted for wrong answers.
And the reason we say points deducted for wrong answers because you can't list 20 songs and go, this is what you worked on, you know, yeah. You've got to zone in on what time it was, what was happening at the time, and what were we both involved with working together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There
So
we
there we
go.
are. That's a competition question. Long way down is pre-Korgis. It's also pre-James Warren and Friends, isn't it?
Yeah.
Name all the songs that Al and James worked on together in 2015, 2016. Points deducted for the wrong answers.
Yes.
You have been warned.
Beware.
Yes, beware. So there's a competition question. We'll see what happens there. James Jones, hello. How are you? Good to see you. We haven't said hello to Angel. Angel, hello.
Hi.
That's good. I think we've got most people now. That's good. You might have noticed that I was craftily. I picked up a penguin partway through that from our Shabby Road
Yes, I did
goodies
notice.
box over there.
Yes.
That's very good. We've got a whole load of things over there at the moment. We've got shortbread from Scotland. We've got penguins from the North Pole. And there's some chunky Kit Kats in there. I'm not sure where they're from. But, Asda. Asda, I think. All right, well, let's go. Should we talk about this song? We got together, and I think at this point, did we just communicate by email first? Did we actually have a meeting get together? I can't remember what order that happened in.
No, I can't.
Or did I send you a song and you went, oh, this is very interesting. How about something like this? And then we met up. Now, that to me
Sounds more like it, doesn't it?
sounds more likely.
Yeah.
Because you're probably thinking, I'm going to wait till he sends me the song because it's really rubbish.
Yeah.
I'm going to make my excuses.
Yeah.
And he will never darken my door again.
But luckily, it was a good one.
Yeah, it all worked out, and we were writing two songs at once. We're not going to tell them what the other was because
No.
we've given away part of the quiz question if we do that.
Competition.
We were certainly working on two songs from scratch at that point. And of course, one
Yeah.
of them was Long Way Down.
Yeah.
Of which this happened in the same way. In it, I had some ideas from, and I sent it through to you, and you sent back ideas,
Yeah.
and then for the next session for that, we actually got together and wrote the rest of the song. Sat here,
That's
pretty much with me
right,
sat here, and you sat there,
Yeah.
and we wrote the second verse for it. The bridge, we wrote the middle eight on the same day,
Mm-hmm.
and all that. I think afterwards, I can't remember what happened. I think afterwards I messed with the end and messed up that end chorus, so it's not a normal chorus. It kept chopping into those extra lines
Yeah.
as we went along. And then we obviously got together a few different times with that because all your vocals are on that. You're rocking and you're reeling.
Beep, 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 doo-doo.
Oh, Mauro's here from Brazil.
Oh!
Aha!
Brazil! Welcome from Brazil.
And right on the bottom there, it says Digger, says evening.
Evening, Digger.
Do you know who Digger is?
Evening. No.
Digger's Chris Hopkins.
Oh, Chris.
Chris Hopkins, who has been busy for the last month and a half remixing End of an Era Feeling because he's got all the files and he's doing some weird and wonderful things with it. We can't wait to hear what he does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds exciting, mate.
Well,
exciting.
not up.
Not
So
off.
he's taken a couple of hours off, but as soon as this live stream's off, we expect you to be back to the grindstone. No slacking now.
We want to hear it.
Yeah, we do. So I think what we could actually go and have a little look at the Sonar songs and look at what was there, couldn't we?
Let's do that.
Where should we stick it up?
Yeah.
Stick it up there. That's great. Let's find it. Let's get rid of that one. Paul Smith is here as well.
Paul
Oi!
Smith.
Oi!
I
Paul.
remember Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're one of the best sax players I've worked with, Paul. That is you, isn't it?
Yeah. No, he's a drummer.
Oh, he's a drummer.
He's a drummer.
Oh.
He's a drummer from the Northeast. Oh no,
Oh.
that's the other Paul Smith. That's the Paul
oh.
Smith that works with Lindisfarne.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Actually, we met a third Paul Smith, didn't we? Paul Smith was engineer up at the Melbourne Assembly Rooms at the Melbourne gig. He was Paul Smith as
He
well.
was, yes.
Yes. Sorry, Paul. It's a very common name.
Yes.
Very. Paul Smiths are two a penny. I think.
Oh, they are, I'm afraid. Yeah. But he's a good sax player. Oh, I'm a drummer.
No flies on you. Okay, we're going to leave the mic on. I'm going to pull it around here a little bit because otherwise we'll disappear a tiny bit. We'll see if we can balance it there. Then we're going to go up on screen because up here we have Sign Out songs. We have the normal conglomeration of a million different backing vocals. But I think my idea here was that we would both do completely separate things on the choruses. Yeah. And that I would do a block and you would do a block. So I'm going to see if I can solo them. And I think I even panned them in slightly different ways as well. So I think your block is down somewhere else. Korgis and James is
it a long way
I think
down?
They're down here. It's a long way down. Long way down. So here's the chorus. I'm going to put a dim solo on so you can hear the stuff in the background. Yeah. So there's some other backing vocals that are somewhere else, unless they are all
hidden.
Yeah, they're all somewhere. They are definitely all somewhere. There's millions of them in there. I'm going to see if I can just solo some subgroups, because maybe that will give us a bit more of a chance. Yeah, there's some backing vocals on a black subgroup. Oh yeah, here we are. Look at all this. James backing vocals, Al backing vocals, all backing vocals, and James Edler. Right, so let's see if this is more success. Ah, there we are. Coming back in a second. Long way down. Oh. So there's still that. Oh yeah, that's probably James Ad-libs. Gee, I tell you what, we got overtaken by data on this one, didn't there? There was so many backing vocals, and I think you were going, can you just bounce something down so we can make it easier for ourselves? I think we got much more into a working method as we went along. But anyway, suffice it to say, there's a good few backing vocals there, and they sound pretty good. One of my favourite backing vocals, actually, is the rocking and the reeling line for the end. I'm just going to see if I can solo all vocals at the end. Yeah, this would be from somewhere here.
She built me up from zero. She said I was her hero.
Oh, this is
I flew so high I could not see the ground.
This is a breakdown chorus, isn't it?
From where I'm standing, free for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way. She built me up from zero. Said I was a hero. Now it's a long way. Lord knows from where I'm standing. I'll pray for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way. I'm sick and tired of you double dealing. You're rocking and you're reeling. It's a long
etc. Do you know what that line always reminds me of? Is a Steve Miller Band. You rocking and you really. Maybe it's something to do with the low harmonies or something. That Steve Miller would often do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very nice. Very nice stuff.
We had some fun there, didn't we? We had some fun on that one.
We certainly did. And of course, even though it's pre-Korgis and stuff like that, it's still Paul Smith on drums.
Yes!
The Paul Smith. Not the imposters, not the one from Newcastle. No. Not the sound engineer from Melbourne. No.
The one and only Paul Smith.
Not the fictitious sax player. Whoever he is. No. There we are. So other stuff down here. There's quite a lot of green stuff here, isn't there? There's a lot of. Oh look! There's a banjo here. Oh, that's interesting. I don't think we didn't use it, but I think it's on the choruses. So this is what it would be if I can get it to work. Oh, so obviously muted all those.
Who's playing that then?
Me.
Oh, Al Steele, of course, is playing
stringy thing, isn't it?
The stringy thing. String-driven thing. I wonder why we didn't use it. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's quite nice, isn't it? But I think we just decided to keep it a bit more...
Country?
Keep it a bit more rocky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Keep it a bit more rocky. So, as always, there's kind of a million guitars lying around here. Not much in the way of keyboards. I think there's just a piano on there.
No, very much a guitar-based
That's
track,
around about
isn't
it.
it?
Yeah.
Best thing I never had.
Built me up from zero. She said I was a hero. I flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing. I pray for an easy
But not as many as you
landing,
think,
'cause it's
actually.
a
I'll tell you what it is.
It's a long way down.
It's one acoustic guitar.
Best thing I never had.
So I wish if I could delete. Yeah.
Oh, very nice.
One acoustic guitar, and that's rare, isn't it? Because we normally do
It
more
is.
than one. One main Telecaster guitar. I think the solo might be extra, but here's the here's the Tele. With echo. And then one dirty guitar, which doesn't do very much. Oh, in fact, I'll go back to more of this. And so, yeah, between the three of those guitars, they actually make quite a big sound, really.
Yeah.
Surprisingly... Put the acoustic in. There we are.
Very good.
There we are.
Yeah.
What you can do with a few little instruments.
That's right, yeah.
I made a living out of it.
We've got lots of little comments here on this here screen.
Well, what are they saying?
Oh, Paul Smith.
We got some guesses. Yeah. Yeah, sorry. Chris Hopkins was saying sometime in 2027 he reckons the mix will be ready.
Yeah. Oh, Mike Webb has got answers here. Oh, Michael Webb. Answers are on Innocent Bystander, but 4G beat me to the answer, as usual. Well.
Okay, all very interesting. Very interesting stuff going on there. Interesting answers coming in.
Yeah.
Interesting things.
Yeah.
Well, next time we read the competition question, I'm gonna give them another tiny little clue because there's something that's missing. Ha ha! So there.
What might that be?
Well, what might that be indeed? But there we are. Yeah, the long way down thing. There's not too much to report on. There's shed loads of backing vocals, but in terms of drums and whatnot, it's all quite straightforward. Not a huge band, quite a small band.
Yeah.
Not too many little peripherals. I should play them. Oh, what have we got here? Oh, yeah. I think it's just extra pianos, really. Loads of pianos. The only other thing to report is the guitar solo, which I had to relearn when I was doing the video because I needed to mime to it, which was quite interesting because it's a lot of notes in it. Oh, look. I would like to say that was all off the cuff and one take, and I managed to hit that bottom note actually on, but that was, of course, a load of rubbish. I probably worked on the end of that trying to get that to just land very nicely in there. There we are. There's Sonar. That's what we got up to on that track. But good fun and an early one. I'm going to put the competition question back up because what I wanted to say is this. Oh, we're still back up on screen. We'll come back down to us in a second. Long Way Down is pre-Korgis name all the songs that Alan James worked on together in 2015, 2016. That, of course, is not just the songs that were on Innocent Bystander. No, it's all the songs. All the songs.
All of them.
All of the songs. Let's give you a clue. Including this one, Long Way Down. Yeah. So there we are. We'll take it back off screen. We will come back down to us. There we are. What else have we got on our sheet? What have we got on our sheet? Long Way Down. Oh, yeah. We got tiny little bits of news. Well, some of the news is, of course, next week, Saturday, we're doing a gig, aren't we? We're doing a festival gig in Bath.
Yeah, that should be a good one.
And it's free.
Free festival.
Free?
Right in the centre of Bath, right in the city centre. So that's going to be good.
And there's a whole load of people on the bill. You need to get a ticket to get in because they obviously need to know numbers. So get yourself a free ticket and get down to Bath. I think, is it the same night as us the Magic Numbers are on? I think it is, isn't it?
That's right, yeah.
They're on later than us.
Saturday, the 21st? Anyway, it's a Saturday, next Saturday night.
22nd, I reckon.
22nd, next Saturday, yeah. And we're meant to be on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
8 o'clock on next Saturday.
Yeah. Yeah, should be good. It's not a huge set. I think it's something like 40 minutes. Something like that.
But that's plenty enough, isn't it?
It's quite enough.
Don't want to hear more than that, do you?
No. Anyway, it should be good fun, that. Other news, I was talking to Cherry Red Records, who, of course, bought all the Angel Air catalogue, and I was asking about the Something for the Weekend, the Stackridge album, Something for the Weekend, because wherever you look for it, you cannot find that album. And I pointed out to them that it didn't seem to be available anywhere. And they said, oh, well, possibly for the next update of the Stackridge box set. And I went, oh, an update of the Stackridge box set? Whatever next will they think of? We'll see. I think there was a couple of people who said, oh, I think they could have done more with that. There wasn't anything that really wasn't available before. So tell us what it is that you really would like to be on that box set, and we can pass that on to Cherry Red. And if they do a re-release of it and include the Something for the Weekend album, then possibly your wishes may be answered for things that are long lost.
Yeah, that would be useful.
Yeah, because they want to know that. The guys at the record company, they want to know what it is that.
Yeah.
What would you go and buy? Because they'll happily sell it to you. If you'll buy it, they'll sell it. So yeah, that's pretty good. What was I going to say? You and I were just playing through a little song earlier, weren't we?
We were.
And we thought maybe that we'd give you something live, because it's not often that James and I are sat here talking to you sort of people.
No.
And we thought, what can we do that is just the two of us, that isn't going to make us panic too much? And we decided that we might do You Haunt Me.
You Haunt Me. Do you remember that? It was the last song on the Ununited Nations Red album.
Yeah.
Little weird little ballad.
Anyone remember what that was written about?
I can remember. Can you remember? Those of you that have got that album?
Yeah. It was written about Frank Sinatra and Ava Gardner.
Yeah.
About their forbidden love.
Forbidden love. Forbidden romance.
Which didn't stay forbidden for that long because he left his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You Haunt Me.
Yeah. And then, of course, they split up.
There, as they always do.
There we are, as they do. So, I tell you what,
Yeah.
Just
And I've got to look. Oh,
Sorry, I just broke my wrist.
I've got to look at those there
You've got to
lyrics.
look at those there lyrics.
I can't remember them now.
Okay. You'd be all right. It'd be great. Look at that. That'll be fine. Should we try it?
Yeah.
Well, that's not it. I'm going to play it better than
Try
that.
it with the right chords now. Yeah. How you haunt me in your silent way. My devils taunt me, they beckon me to stray. Thoughts of you should be taboo, but I can sense you feel it too. How you haunt me in your silent way. Is this a dream or are you standing there? And what if I give in to my obsession? In my head, underneath my skin. Here in the dark, I'll let you in. Thoughts of you should be taboo, but I can sense you feel it too. How you haunt me in your silent way.
So there.
Something like that, you
Something
know.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's quite funny. I think most of those chords are right, but I only kind of vaguely remember where it went. But of course, when you write this stuff, you get it right the once, and you put the guitar parts down, and you put your parts down, and all of that, and then when we come back to do them live, we go, "The bloody hell did that go?
Yeah.
Who saw that chord? What?" Yeah, it's quite funny. Yeah. Sounds a bit like Stackridge's Red Squirrel, does it now? Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
The Radio 1 concert, so there we are. Yeah, so Mike Tobin kind of got access to that, and a lot of people were saying, yeah, whatever happened to those things he got access to? We never saw them. There's a load of TV stuff as well.
Really? Oh, right.
Apparently. The live version of Red Squirrel. It's a good song, that, Red Squirrel.
Yeah.
Great song. Very good. All right. Well, we got through that, okay. Lovely. Okay, competition question. Did we get any further? Hang on, I'm just going to check back here to see.
I'm looking as well.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm not seeing the complete answer yet.
No.
I'm not seeing the
No.
complete answer. Maybe we should just give them a tiny clue that there were 4 songs that we worked on between 2015.
not 3, not 5, but
2016.
4.
Yeah. I think as the couple of years went on after that, there are millions of things lying around. There's a few songs that we started and never finished.
Really?
Yes, there are.
Wow.
Yes, there are. What was the one I was thinking of? There was a James Bondy kind of thing.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. Something that had world in the time. Make this world.
I know. Yeah, I've got that one at home. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, James Bondy song. Yeah. I think we had it in mind for a girl. We were going to write a song for a girl singer or something.
Yes, we were.
And we came up with this strange little James Bondy idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've still got that track at home.
Yeah. It's got promise, that track.
Yeah.
Yeah, should be good. Competition question. I think everyone should have a go at it. 4 songs. 4 songs.
Just 4?
We could give you the clue. I mean, a lot of people have said, I think, Mike Webb come back in and said the info is all on Innocent Bystander. Well, the info for Innocent Bystander is all on Innocent Bystander, of course. But the other 2 were not on Innocent Bystander.
Right.
And we've already given you the clue that one of them is Long Way Down. So what the hell is the other one? What is it?
I'm sure someone out there knows the answer.
You would hope so, wouldn't you? You would think so.
So.
Oh, yeah. Yes. I still need to send some files to Ingo. Yeah, I think... yes, I was going to send files to Ingo. He told me not to burn CDs because I'm going to see him in France and I'll physically give him those. However...
Don't burn them, just throw them in the bin.
Digital files, yes. Yes. Angel, wish the Korgis to do a version of Red Squirrel. I don't think... would we do that? I don't think it's quite in our remit, is it? It's more an Andy song.
Oh, yeah.
Much more an Andy song.
Yeah.
You know? Great song.
Very good, yeah.
But I think if we were going to do anything more off that album, you and I have often talked about The Day the World Stopped Turning.
That would be a good project, wouldn't it, to do that one? Yeah. Yeah, it's got some good sections in that. It's got 3 or 4 different sections.
And of course, we often played Lost and Found. In fact, we did it. We loved playing it, but then we eventually went, we're going to have to stop playing this, you know. We played it on every gig.
Another good song on that album, which I played the other day, Cheese and Ham.
Oh, yeah.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah.
So those couple of songs we might think of doing one day. Yeah,
I think we do need to put a wee bit more Stackridge in the set.
Why not?
I've been saying for a little while that we seem to be a bit light on it.
Stackridge light, yeah.
And especially as we had chopped off Boots and Shoes. And I know Boots and Shoes was originally Korgis, but the version we do is a little more Stackridge, isn't it?
Didn't we, some years ago, try and do Fundamentally Yours?
Oh, we did do Fundamentally Yours for a while.
That's a nice little poppy song, isn't it, to throw in?
We did Fundamentally Yours. We did, what's the one, We Were Young, We Were Free.
Oh, that's from Something About the Weekend, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, Something About the Weekend. Yeah. Grooving along on the highway on a Monday morning once. Yeah.
I like that song. That's good. It's a bugger to do.
Is it?
There's a lot of chords. And then I've got the violin solo, haven't I? The ding ba diddle dum, ding ba diddle dum, all that sort of stuff. Doesn't really fall under the fingers for guitar.
No.
Okay. I think we have a competition winner. I think Paul G has finally added. Added to the songs that were originally there. I think he has. Happy Man.
Yes. Happy Man. Yes.
Of course, how did you forget that? So the 4 songs we were working on were Happy Man, Long Way Down, Everybody Needs Somebody to Love,
and Set Me Free.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Everybody Needs Somebody to Love. I did some brass for, didn't I? I did the brass for, and then you said, "Hey, could you do the guitar solo?" And I did the guitar solo on that, and also Set Me Free, of which you already kind of had the guitar solo, but we added to it.
Yeah,
it was like an amalgamation of sounds for it.
Yeah,
and of course the strings on Set Me Free.
The strings, yes, that's right.
Which on our very first gig, we told the audience that we had a live link up to the studio and that we didn't have the space on the stage, but the string players were in the studio ready to play, and we had it coming up on screen and they flickered to life, and then I was sort of saying, I'm not sure if we got sound or not, and then the sound came on. It was like, oh, we have, it's all working and all that, and then we played it all all went swimmingly.
Yeah.
So really good. Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant.
That was great fun.
Great fun, but it was all a fake.
It was a trick.
Yeah, we just
it was a trick of the tail.
We played the film.
We did. What naughty boys we are.
It was terrible. And even Nigel Boyle came to us and went, God, that was so brave to do that live link up. Yeah, and I'm thinking, what was even braver was trying to make out that 4-string player sounded like 28.
Yeah.
Because that's what we had on the original.
Yeah.
On the original. It was all good. Okay, so Paul G, you know, we need to come to some arrangement. I can't give you another Putin and Trump the musical. Let's find something else that we can give you. I know afterwards you said, can I have one of those CDs that sat on the top of your piano there? Of which, yes, we'll find you something from there. And maybe think of something else. Do you want the new Cartoon World?
Or
do you want the new? Yeah.
Black Lace Greatest Hits?
Black Lace's Greatest Hits.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to use your copy from your collection.
Oh, no.
If you can possibly live without it. There we are. Brilliant stuff. Okay, I think we're kind of coming to the end. I don't think, is there any more news? I mean, we obviously have more gigs coming up. We've got a gig coming up in Southampton. If you're anywhere down at the south coast or anywhere within reach of the south coast, grab a ticket for it. We haven't got any other gigs down there this year.
What's the venue in Southampton?
That it is called Hanger Farm Arts, and it's the outskirts of Southampton.
That's right, Hanger Farm Arts.
Yeah, it's not right in the centre. It's on the outskirts.
Yeah.
But easy enough to get to. So definitely worth coming down there, and that is a regular show. That should be good. And after that, I think the next gig after that, is Felixstowe, the Beatles Fest.
Oh, the Beatles Fest.
And we'll be playing more Beatles stuff there. We'll be playing every Beatles song we know, and maybe some we don't know yet.
Any Beatles songs you fancy us playing?
I know Danielle doesn't want us to play any.
Danielle doesn't like the Beatles. Oh my God!
She is not a fan. I don't understand.
How can that be?
And I've worked on it. I've tried. I played it. I've like, go and listen to this. This is genius. You know. And she's going.
She doesn't like their voices.
Yeah. Weird, isn't it?
It's weird. It really is weird. Yeah. But then I'm weird, so I can't talk, can I? You know what I mean?
Yeah. So there's that. Felixstowe, and then is the next gig then Chapel Arts?
It might well be.
Chapel Arts is
July, isn't it?
First of the new shows, so the Korgis at the end of the world. If the world lasts that long, of course, if we can get all the way through to July with Trump doing his doing his nut.
Yeah.
And of course, the new show, we're kind of thinking of doing some of the more end of the worldy kind of stuff. We've got quite a lot of those songs. Sticky Note for the End of the World immediately springs to mind.
Yeah.
And of course, the end beginnings is quite nice.
And in the end.
Oh, well, that's the Beatles Fest.
Yeah.
We'd do that on the Beatles Fest.
Yeah.
But we could do it on the End of the World, couldn't we?
Why not?
That would fit.
Why not? Now there's an idea.
That would really fit. Next week on this live stream, Elaine is joining us. Elaine's joining us. So I am going back to the bits of Putin and Trump the musical, which he had a bit of a starring role in there. What was her name? She was I forgot what her name was. Oh, I can't remember. Oh yeah. I think it was it Alana Stabalot or something or other. It's something like that. Anyway, yeah. No. It was Alana Moscovich.
Oh,
Moscovich.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, she's going to join. She's going to join next week, and we'll kind of carry on with those. But in the meantime, I think we are done. Is there any other messages here we need to? We'll be at Southampton. Good on you, Colin. Revolution. We're not going to do Revolution number 9.
Number 9?
Chris,
Number 9?
How can someone not love the Beatles? I know. Yellow Submarine is my fave. You know?
In the town.
Great. great. Okay, good that they're still playing Michael. Good they're still playing Everybody's Got to Learn Sometime in Australia. We would like him to play some of the new stuff.
Yeah.
Joe Matera's been trying his best, I will say. You know, so that's all good. So I think we're going to bid you farewell. I think we are going to leave you with the video, the brand new video for Long Way Down, of which James and I are both trying to court, what do you call her? Barbie. But you know how that's
Margot
gonna end.
Robbie.
You know how it's going to end. It's going to end with a running off with Ken, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
An end in disaster. I don't know what we were thinking there, you know. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us. Here is Long Way Down, the video, and we'll see you next week.
Bye.
A friend of mine to trust me, boy, is someone you should meet. Come around, we'll have ourselves some beers. There she was, as cool as ice. She knocked me off my feet. I hadn't felt so hypnotized in years. She didn't need to say too much, but man, she was bad.
I raised my glass and lost my head.
So here's to the best thing I never had.
Built me up from zero. She said I was a hero. I flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, I pray for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way down.
It's a long way
Yes, it's a long way down.
Maybe I was too in love, and maybe love is blind. But when she smiled, I knew that I was lost. It seemed so easy to pretend when the morning looked so bright, to live the dream and never count the cost. We laughed and loved and planned how we would share everything.
But then she turned up with my friend one day and said,
I gotta go now, but thank you for everything.
built me up from zero. She said I was a hero. We flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, I pray for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long way down.
It's a long way
Yes, it's a
down.
long way down. If I had my chance again, it would all turn out the same. Although she left me down for dead, I must confess I'd do it all again. She built me up from zero. She said I was her hero. I flew so high I could not see the ground. Lord knows from where I'm standing, free for an easy landing, 'cause it's a long